to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Miners will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Wingo. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans...
Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the UTEP Miners offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Runs for the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. The kick is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Miners can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it with Wilson. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Dropping back, it's Nelson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Miners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the butt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Smashes through the tackle. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Across the 25. He's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Running the red zone. It's Baxter. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game. run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Manning. He's got it and still on his feet. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, going up top. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Finds us back in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Fires fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Manning. On target. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to...
Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Texas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Down close 2nd and goal like this, you got to find your best matchup. Really nice play call. Looked like they had the defense on their heels there. That was a nice touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Got his man quickly.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Miners decide to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got him in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. It's complete on the right side. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Longhorns are on the move.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lockett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good.
31, Texas.
He'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Corralled by the kicking team.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Odom. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4 touchdown. Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Miners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air, it's Owens. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Easy.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Slams ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Watlier. Here comes the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their...
Turning it on! Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Miners!
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying play action. Makes the grab. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Owens. It's caught downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Wants to keep it in the air. Grabs it in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I mean, they got nothing on the last snap. Let's see if they try to throw it in on 3rd and goal from the 1. Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Taylor has it. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Miners will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Back to throw, it's Owens. Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Completes it in the middle. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Shoots it to the left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Back to throw. It's Rutlier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They used a jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Locklear. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Hand off from the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
There haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low-line drive and not his best work. And the fair catch is called for and made, but they may back them up and make them punt it again.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Dropping back, it's Locklear. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Miners will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to the run. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. The Longhorns just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking for a gap. It's Gibson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. They started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UTEP has the ball in the offense, ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.